Now, among the designs on show for London Fashion Week, one eye-catching look is bound to make an impact on the runway. Darryl Bedford has transformed his paper origami art into 5 dresses, which are going to be showcased later on today. And I'm very happy to say that Darryl is here with us in the studio. Welcome to you. And you've brought an array of goodies for us to look at. Some examples of your origami. So I think first of all we have to explain what origami is. I mean, it's well, I don't want to attempt a definition. You go for it.
Well, we have pure origami, which means what we do is we just make sure we fold something out of one piece of paper. And then you can have modular origami where you place 2 pieces of paper together. But pure origami says you mustn't have more than 1 piece of paper. It must have no cuts. And what I've done is I think I've broken all the rules.
Oh, so some of the pieces that you have here, they're not just one piece of...
Oh, absolutely. Actually, everything here except for, maybe one small sample would be 1 piece of paper.
That's amazing. So that is 1 piece of paper.
That's right.
And that's you've created that effect just by folding.
Oh, well, actually, mine, as I said, I've broken all the rules. I have added cuts.
OK.
So when you add cuts to a surface, it becomes very, very flexible and it starts to do some really amazing things.
So you have created clothing. We've got a picture here of one of your designs. Unbelievable. So how many of the items that you have here can be worn? Well,
all of these items are worn during my fashion runway tonight.
So we can dress up James while we talk?
That's what I'm here for. I was staying quiet. I was doing my job as a model today. Feel free to dress
James,
me up.
I think what we need to do is we need to put on this, and it's essentially a crown. OK, this is going to be worn by Anne Walsh, who is a fantastic charity, Painless Universal. And so this runway, actually, I'm sorry, James, I'm going to mess up your hair. This runway is all about... I
volunteered you, James. I do apologise, but you look magnificent.
It's all about accessibility, the runway. So, we have accessible models on the runway also, or exploring those ideas of accessibility and sustainability. Look at you, you look amazing.
You do look fantastic, James.
I have got a question for you. What happens if I take this outside, because I'd like to, but it starts raining?
Well, we just have to put a little few hairpins in there to keep it on there.
Fine.
But this one here is water resistant, so you'd probably end up, after a little while, you'd just end up with a little bit of slumping. But otherwise, you'd be good to go.
Anna, what do you think?
I think it's very you, James, and I think you should keep it throughout the sports bulletins.
I agree, totally.
So you have got these 5 designs going on the runway of London Fashion Week. What does that mean to you? That must be quite an honour.
Oh, well, it's absolutely amazing opportunity to be able to be in such a prestigious event, and to be able to bring something that is a bit different and unusual and, maybe future forward and future thinking is also, is wonderful. It's great to actually be selected to show my pieces.
And how did you get started? Where did this passion evolve from?
Well, I think probably around lockdown. I'm a ceramicist, and during lockdown I thought to myself, I need something that's clean. I can't take my ceramics home and, and work there. So I then started working 3-dimensionally with paper. First starting off with flat paper cuts, but then thinking, what you can do is you can take something flat, you can put cuts within that flat surface, you can fold it, and then you can start to manipulate it. So in that, I came up with thousands of different types of designs that I would be able to manipulate and to build. But the interesting idea about this too is it's not just flexibility, it's also structure. So say, for example, this piece here, which I'm going to put on James momentarily.
What have I started, James?
We like it. Oh, OK.
James, this is...
Yeah, that's good. OK,
this is a headpiece.
You didn't need an earpiece, did you?
No, we like this.
So that's a really nice ruff. There's lots of examples of this too. So we can just move that around there. You look really nice like that. Also, but we have structure on here that's holding up and real flexibility here. So I could bring that over into a cape, into a bit of a hoodie there, which I think would look really nice on you. Yeah, we'll take that off.
I mean, you can keep it on if you like. I don't mind.
Oh, sorry, James. And also, this actually is a part of a dress on my runway. So what this does is it just draws up, and my invention is called drawstring origami.
You can see how that works. So it'll become a little miniskirt, right?
That's right, yeah. So it's got some accent panels on the back, which are spray painted with different directional colours. And I call that anamorphic. So not only is the surface a beautiful surface of origami, you also have different viewing angles. So as I turn this object, you can see different colours and come out at different...
How long would that take you to design?
Well, actually, interesting you say that, because my design process is all about doing modular installations. So, you know, I've made this as a lamp, and then that transformed into something else, and then I started to sort of build and play, and all of my design process is about, well, it's really just creative play. You know, it's giving yourself time as a designer to just play with objects and explore objects, and it's so important when you're looking at something three-dimensional and something that I'm developing and exploring myself.
So in a second, I've got to read a few sport bulletins.
Yes.
Which item should I be sporting right now?
I'll tell you what, hold this.
Hold it.
Yeah, hold that.
You've dropped it.
Oh, my goodness, there you go.
OK, let's try that one more time. I'm going to take us to the sport.
Well, I tell you what, what's quite interesting is, can you do that? Practice a little bit, because you'll be able to do it as a slinky. The thing about my technique is it fits into itself. So you've got a slinky, you know the major slinky form, where you move backwards and forwards. And wouldn't it be interesting to see if you could actually do that?
No chance.
Fantastic stuff. We're going to let James do a little bit of juggling. But in the meantime, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, you're
Absolutely amazing stuff. I can't believe you've only been doing this since lockdown, and the kind of the intricacy and the beauty of these are quite extraordinary. Lovely to meet you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you too.
I don't know how quickly I can get this put together. I'm going to try to... Here we go. No, there we go. It's not too bad. Now, it's been like waiting for buses for Scotland, getting the better of England at Twickenham. I don't know how I'm going to do this. They waited 38 years to finally get another victory there in 2021, and now they've won 2 in a row. But can they make it a hat-trick through this afternoon? Though this afternoon, and win 5 successive Calcutta Cup meetings for the very first time. We'll be looking ahead. Plus, here we go.